Yeah, greetings people, and welcome once again to your intercommunal sound service, Tunes and a Talk. Yeah, man. And as you know, this week, great show as always. Every week it's a great show. Yeah, man. And this week, I'm just, paying homage and tribute to one of the reggae icons that has passed away, legend, producer, musician, lyricist, writer, you name it, and the list goes on. And the man who gave many people his sound or their sounds, And I'm talking about none other than the legendary Lee Scratch Perry, a person who I had the privilege to be in his presence and company. And I'll chat about that a little bit more and a few more things regarding Lee. Yeah, man. So we still have Nikki's Toolkit this week, and Nikki's letting you know you do not need any extras. So to see what she's saying, tune in. See what Nikki's talking about. Got two videos from two of my great friends, Kajali Coyote and to the ever lovely Shezi. Yeah, man. And also some great tunes in between and the usual chit chat. So stay tuned, stick with me, and we'll have a little grand vibes into the weekend. And I'm gonna kick off with a tune from Lee Scratch Perry himself, and this one is called Seaside Mystic Mirror. And as many people know, Lee was a very spiritual person. Not many could understand, but a person that many understood. Yeah, man. So Lee Scratch Perry and Seaside Mystic Mirror. Watch this.
Good evening, here Weatherman, hailing you from Cornwall and Surrey. Flying carpet, leaving Middlesex. I'm in a big hurry, walking on the sea sand with my lightning in my hand. I've got a key, walking on the seashore, and the future, with my future in the sand. Chocolate and ice, eaten by the seaside.
Sound of the legendary Lee Scratch Perry and a thing called Seaside Mystic Mirror. Yeah, man, this one is the original and the long version one still, you know, so just play a portion of this song. Yeah, man. So I'm just going to take another track from a great friend of mine, and I'm actually going to play a video, you know, and this is from Kajali Koyate. So just kick back, relax, and enjoy the musical vibes. And much respect to Kajali. Big up yourself. Hope you and your life circle is well and doing well, my brother. Take it easy. We catch up at some point, and just know that all is well. Much respect, and always thanks for the support, the contributions. Yeah, man. So Kajali Koyate, and enjoy this one.
T'inquiète pas, frérot, ça va aller. Ça ira, ira. N'écoute pas les gens, ça va aller. L'avenir est devant toi. Tumulula lio, alale bien Johnson.
So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and stay tuned because there's more to come as always from Kajali. You know, whether it be in the form of an audio or a live performance video or a video for a song itself. But stay tuned, yeah man. And you know, people, I'm just here holding the vibes and remembering Lee Scratch Perry and all that stuff. And you know, I've been growing up on Lee's music and production from a childhood back in, childhood days back in Jamaica. Because I grew up around a lot of music. You know, I grew up in a culture that was embedded with music and dance and traditional stuff. And that's why I have to keep that essence of the tradition to this day, you know, until it's my time to go over on that side, you know. And I have to say that Lee created the sound for a lot of the artists you hear today, including Bob Marley. You know, I got to put it out there. Lee Scratch Perry, to me, and if truth be said, was the man who gave Bob Marley his true sound. So just putting it out there. Where a man deserves his credit, give a man his credit for real. Yeah, man. And I'm sure many people know of that too. So, yeah, much respect to Lee for his contribution to the music fraternity and what he's done. And not many people could understand Lee, you know, because he has his way of doing things, you know. For example, you know, a little bit just burning some weed in the studio and just blow it down the channel and say, yeah, he's just blessing the whole works and all that kind of stuff. And I love that difference, you know. He saw things many of us didn't see, and it was for him to understand what he was doing. Yeah, man, that's all I gotta say, you know. So big up to the mad scientist, as some would refer, you know, to him as also, you know, because he set a pace and trend for many to follow, and some have picked up his style and pattern and work with it. Many producers out there. So, yeah, man, as we say, gone but not forgotten for real. And you know, gotta say I had the privilege to open for Lee Scratch Perry in 2016. You know, along with the Vibes band. So big up to the Vibes, you know, big up to Scully and the, you know, the crew. Just take it easy and much respect. And that was a really lovely gig. And, you know, had a good chat with Lee backstage. And yeah, he's a very interesting character. And believe me, people, if Lee Scratch Perry takes the time out to really talk with you, trust me, you know, that's honor right there, because he's a person who chooses where he places his energy big time, and he's not afraid to say it, you know. So yeah, man, had a good chat, and yeah, it was lovely, and I'm glad I had the opportunity to be in his presence and also to be an opening act for his show. And that show was a very interesting show because he did some of his stuff, but he came with the vibes. And you know, when he was performing, I asked a couple, you know, of my friends and the people who were there if they understood what was happening, because it was a spiritual show. Lee came with a spiritual vibes. And, you know, all I can say right now is that in, you know, his performance, he chanted a lot of stuff, which I understood. And he also predicted a lot of stuff, which I'm seeing happening right now. Yeah. And I got to say, he did cuss out America also in the whole show. Yeah. And I can understand and see why, in a sense. But that show was a very spiritual show. And I'm glad I was there to witness it and get that energy. Because he did say and predict stuff in that show, which I'm here to say to this day. That man was a visionary, was a prophet, was a genius. Lee Scratch Perry. And I was going to play a tune from him, but I decided to switch it and play another one. And I'm just going to hold the vibes on this one because I'm in a vibes also, you know. And I'm going to play one he did called Return of Django. And I'm just going to do a little scat style on it, you know, just my vibes. Nothing planned or whatever, but I just decided, you know what, I'm going to play Return of Django because it's kind of like an instrumental Lee created. And, you know, I just want to hold my vibes on it for that moment in honor and tribute. So this is Lee Scratch Perry and the Upsetters and Return of Django with Soul's Liberation, just doing a little bit of ad-lib, improvise, on the spot kind of thing in tribute and honor and respect to the elder Lee Scratch Perry. Watch this. Yes, yours truly jumping in honor, paying homage and tribute to the legendary Lee Scratch Perry. Yeah, man. Shibidi bada badu babweng. Bashibidi bada badu badang. Bre be 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 deng be deng babweng. Hey. Shibidi bedu bada bade bada badu badweng. Hey. Shibidi bedu badweng. Bashibidi be bada bade bada bada badwe be. Hey. Lord of mercy, say, we bitter like Cersei. But check the play. Digging up Lee Scratchberry, the upset of school. Rock man and not just a few. Cha, hey. Baby bong skin. What da 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 den. A shibidi ba da ba do pop wing. Put it wing, hey. Yes, Mr. Hansman, play on. Don't know. Rocking up the vibes on ya. Yes. Don't know. Sounds of the foundation. Hey. Oh, yeah. Ooh, hey. Wait, calling on some vibes. Big up Lee Scratchberry, the upsetters crew. Rock many, not just a few. Them rock you and you and you. Hey. I big up to my elders on the other side. Keep on playing your vibes and give us the ride. Hey. A baby don't scare, but a baby da but hey. Lee Scratchberry, thanks for the contribution you give to I and I. You don't have to wonder why. Yes, for real people, just kind of a little homage and tribute. You don't know, yeah man, just doing my thing for real. So as we say, you're in tune to your intercommunal sound service, and it's all about the music. Yeah, man. So I'm going to take one from my sister in music. Yeah, man. My sister from another mother. Yes, my sister by nature, as they would say. And dubbed as Mama Africa of the modern era. You don't know. Got to say big up to me. Yeah, man. And this week, we should be rocking a main stage at the Rotterdam Festival. So if you're there, you can check that out. Check us out. Our set time is at 2:30. Yeah, but with what's going on, you never know, but I think this one is gonna go through for real. Yeah, man. So yes, if you're there, see you there. Rotterdam Festival. Yes, 2:30, the main stage. So I'm gonna take one, and this one is called Ya Leo, and one of my favorite also. Chill back and enjoy. Sounds of Mim Solomon.
Wenu ya rabi ya leo majua kwa nini yapate upate kuyafika. Ni leo ni siku ya leo we na kesho sifa zote haijafika. Sifa zote hazijafika we. Kuyafika. Leo ni siku ya leo we na kesho ya kusema, hakuna siku nyingine, hakuna siku nyingine hata ya kusema kama siku hii.
Yeah, and the sound of my musical sis, Mim Suleiman and Yaleo. Yeah, man. Yeah, stay tuned, because there's album number 6 in the making. Yeah, so keep your ears out for that one. Yeah, for real, people. So in the meantime, I keep it moving, and I gotta say, yeah, sometimes when you do, really connect with people in many different ways, yeah, when they do move on, especially to the other side, it takes a piece of you with it. And, I'm actually, I gotta say, I was even, surprised in a way I kind of did that little stuff on Return of Django, because I've met the man, I know the man, spoken with the man, chat with the man, performed for the man, and yeah, so there's a connection there, and I understood the man to a degree, yeah, man, and gone but not forgotten, talking about none other than Lee Scratch Perry, for real, yeah. I just feel like a lot of my elders, musically and traditionally and everywhere, just going. But you know what? They've left me with a legacy. They've all left me with a legacy, and that's what I carry through, And such legacy allowed me to even be hearing like the voices of children outside playing, and that's the beauty and the essence of life. The future. I love it. I love it. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna keep it moving, and I'm gonna take a video from my great friend, the queen of our craft. I refer to none other than Shezi, and this is a video entitled "Come Home." Beautiful, beautiful sound. Check it. Enjoy. Shezi and "Come Home."
Soul to my woman, a soul for eternity. My child, I got down on my knees and I prayed. Don't you know you're a blessed, Baba boom boom baby? 'Cause just like Hannah said, I wanna dedicate you to God's temple. Dangerously, that old devil got you playing the streets. My heart skips a beat, I can't sleep. My Samuel, pray tell, can you hear a still small voice calling you, yes, wanting you? You got to make a choice, 'cause just like Hannah said, I wanna dedicate you to God's temple. Come home. God's temple. Come home, come home. No one can serve two masters. Come home, you're not alone. No, 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 come home. No need to roam. My heart is beating faster. Come home, you're not alone. Answer your mobile phone now. Did you see my text? I'm not there.
So yeah, hope you enjoy that, and as I say, keep your eyes and ears right here on Tunes and a Talk for more from Shezi. Yeah, man. And also you can tune into my radio show, my monthly radio show on Reform Radio in Manchester that comes out every month, or every 4 weeks. So as the time goes on, it could be at the beginning of the month, it could be the middle, it could be at the end. But yeah, it's every month, my monthly radio show, which is really well received. Yeah, man. Very eclectic vibes also, as you all know. So, yeah, people, it's been a beautiful week, a very productive week, and, been keeping myself engaged as always. The mind is intact, the body is intact, the soul is intact, and that's the core thing, So, I'm gonna, just keep on keeping on as always and share that vibes with you. I'm looking to grow this space in regards to Tunes and a Talk. And like I say, I've got some interesting interviews coming up. And, I'll be start putting little stuff here and there in the week. I'm going to start adding Nikki's Toolkit. Once I play it on Friday, I'm going to continue with it by itself the following week. So just little stuff I'm planning on putting in, to action bit by bit. But I've got some interesting interviews, and you want to stay tuned for that. So, as people would say, some of the, what they call it, vloggers and all that, say, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and you'll get updated, once I put out something, because I'm going to start putting out some contents. And as I say, this is a space for creativity, and this is a space for community, the global community. So if you got something to say and you want to get in touch, feel free. I'll say it for you. Or if you want to even do a video of something worthwhile and send a clip, feel free. I'll gladly share, as long as it's something that benefits society positively and progressively. Exactly. So I'm going to take Nikki's Toolkit, and Nikki says no extras needed. And then I'm going to close off with a unique track from Lee Scratch Perry. Actually, it's a remix he did from one of my favorite and a legendary performer, Terence Trent D'Arby. And this track is called If You All Get to Heaven. So I'm going to take Nikki's Toolkit, and I'm going to close with this track from Terence Trent D'Arby and a remixed version done by Lee Scratch Perry himself. And that's called If You All Go to Heaven. And yeah, my brother, you were always in heaven, man, and the music is your heaven. So, yeah, you were home already, and you'll be at home always. Yeah, man. So, rest in progression, my brother. Rest in production. Rest in your music, Yeah, man. It's been a pleasure. So, people, until next week, got an interesting interview for next week. Full, uncut, unedited video. Stay tuned for that. Tune into that. Pay attention to that video. There's a lot of important message within that video also, and very interesting and very entertaining. Yeah, man. So next week. In the meantime, stay blessed, be blessed, walk well, stay well, Hotep. Take the time to be kind to each other people, and listen without prejudice. Yeah, man. So have a relaxed, rejuvenated weekend.
Namaste and welcome to Nikki's Toolkit. Thank you for joining me in the energetic space and place where we share thoughts, we share ideas, we share tips, we share tools for maintaining and living a wholesome, nourishing, and supportive life. How are you? How are you doing? I trust you are doing well. And if at the moment you're not feeling that you're doing well, I'm trusting that all the cues, all the support that you need to move into a space of being well is on its way to you. Today, I'd like to talk about no extras needed. And I want to talk about this in relation to life. You know, there is so much that is always happening in our lives. At any one point in time, or collectively over different periods, there is always something going on that is triggering all the emotions. We live in an age where increasingly more and more, whatever is happening on one end of the globe, if we're on the other end of the globe, then we are able to know almost instantaneously. And this comes with all kinds of other things that we need to choose whether or not we're going to tap into or log into. And we need to find out how it best supports us, because sometimes giving ourselves access to and opening ourselves up to everything that's coming into us does not support us. And so it is in that context that I want to talk about no extras needed. I come to you from the beautiful island of Jamaica. It is a lovely day, and there is so much gratitude for that. And wherever you are, I trust you are able to just pause, take a moment, and find even one thing that is beautiful about where you are at. And let that be a platform that you can build on. So, no extras needed. What do I mean? Life in itself already carries so much. There is so much buoyancy, there's so much dynamism, there's so much flourish, there is so much drama that already exists in our space that we really need no extras. Now, recently, I have been finding myself with everything that is going on and how everybody is impacted. I have been saying, you know, I would love to introduce some more exercise into my daily routine. And life happens, so you're thinking to yourself, where can I find it? How can I fit it in? And I was looking specifically for cardio exercise. And I said to myself, you know, I want to be able to fit this in. And I also want to be able to find the inspiration and the motivation to engage in it and actively move through it. And as I was able to move through the steps and begin and find my way to it, and incidentally, I found my way to it simply in my backyard, where I have a flight of stairs, and I use the opportunity to do the flight of stairs as my cardio exercise, up and down, up and down. It becomes meditative. And so I say that to say that if you are looking for something, sometimes it's right beneath your nose and you can find the most support there. So remind yourself of that. So as I was engaging in the exercises, you know, it was resoundingly clear to me, a very refreshing reminder that there really are no extras needed. There are absolutely no extras needed. I don't need a gym. I don't need a trainer. I don't need the specific route that I would run, because movement is limited currently in the space that I am because of what's going on. And so it was an absolutely refreshing reminder for me to tap into the greatness and the wonderfulness and the joyfulness and the abundance of what is life, because I was able to get my heart pumping, my legs moving, smiling while I'm doing it, breathless, mind you, but absolutely so grateful for the fact that I needed no drama, I needed no extras. All I needed was to be present. All I needed was to tap into what is the need that I am feeling. And all I needed was to identify exactly what I was looking for and then be still enough for the answers to come to me. And also be open enough to accept the manifestation of the answers, because sometimes when we are in a situation, we are so focused on what the destination or the goal is that we miss the journey in the process. And I'd like to share with you that, trust me, there's absolutely no gym. There's absolutely no running course. There is absolutely no trainer that could have inspired and motivated me as much as this flight of stairs in my backyard did this morning on a multi-dimensional level. So, wherever you are and whatever you're experiencing, I invite you here, I invite you now. Keep it simple. Ask yourself clear, direct, honest questions, and be present and prepared to receive the answer. And once you get it, act on it to access the joy, the abundance, the support, and the nourishment that is available to us all. Thank you so much for joining me in this space and place. I hope you can hear the birds. It has been and always is absolutely my pleasure to share time and space with you. And remember, there are no extras needed. You are totally and completely enough. And life has everything inherently and innately in it to support you on every level for a wholesome, nourishing, and supportive life. Thank you for joining me, and namaste.
Eeny, meeny, teakel, fast and true. Little Moses Lee Scratch Perry, bless CBS record.
It's great intermission. most of all, please say a prayer for me. If you all get to heaven, say a prayer for my camel as I ride through the desert. Say a prayer for the rumors of war. See through the floor and then take root.